Welcome back to my channel, everybody. This is Intuitive Insights in Tarot. I'm Scott, and today we're doing another episode of Esoteric News. Joining me is my buddy Dan. Hold on a second, Dan. Let me bring you in here. There you go, Dan. Hi, how you doing?
I'm all right. I'm good, doing good. Exciting. Every day is exciting if you keep up with what's going on in the world. But
Well, thank you very much for putting together some news articles and things for us to look at today. I appreciate it because that's the type of work I don't enjoy doing. I like other people to do it, and then I just answer your questions or try to answer your questions with the cards.
it keeps you from getting involved and having your opinion before you start pulling cards. So
That's true.
yeah.
I do like to keep my mind open and not be influenced by my own personal opinions.
All right. Well, I got a few good ones, a couple wacky ones. We got a few for the member section behind the wall at the Patreon. Those are going to be things about really intense stuff going on in the news.
Okay.
A little bit about Elon, a little bit about the last Roe versus Wade thing, some spicy stuff. So before we start with that,
crazy.
though, yeah. But before we start with that, though, I got to ask a question about your last talk with Danielle about that Simpsons thing and what they're predicting. And I know you talked about it being maybe the media manipulating things, but I was wondering if it was going to be one of those flag things that might be real or in a,
Do you have that picture or the
let me see if I
share
have it.
Oh, let me allow you to share your screen first, and then that picture that's on
I don't have it. Hold on.
it's on your Telegram.
I don't have it on this Telegram. It was sent
no,
to my
it's on
my other
Dan's
Telegram. Yeah.
Oh,
Look it up.
if you don't have it, I can show it.
Yeah, show it quick. I don't have that one.
Let me show it. Hold on a second. Let's see. Oops, wrong camera. Why? Sorry. Swamp back here. Screen. There we go.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah. So, right. I wasn't looking at this when Danielle asked me about it. I'd seen it before, but it just wasn't in my mind. And we didn't ask specifically. So we want to know. Well, you ask.
I want to know if it's going to be more than just the media involvement. If it's going to be an actual physical scare of what's
one
been
of these things
awesome.
and one of these things and
yeah. So let's see if it's going to be real or not.
Oh, I see. That's the date down there on this boom here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's coming up soon. So
yeah. So right, I got that it was going to be a media thing. So I'm wondering. Okay, I'm not going to speculate anymore. Is there going to be a real event that's going to take many lives and destroy whole cities by one of those say at one time nuclear weapons? Okay. Let's go back to the cards. Have you gone down the rabbit hole, Dan, that nuclear weapons don't even exist?
Yeah, I've heard about that, and the atomic bombs were just fire bombs, and
That's right.
I mean, um, it could be. Some people believe that we're
Oh,
not allowed to anyways. You know, so
yeah, it's funny. We're talking about this, and the magician comes up. Hey, it's not. It's nothing to worry about. It's if it okay, if there is something like that we're going to see on the news, it's going to be completely fake. And this Nine of Swords says it's nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
And it might serve to wake people up. In other words, um, you're going to have this fake event happen. It's going to be seen by people all over. Everybody's going to see it. Temperance. And it's meant to, I think it'll be to wake people up in this ace. It'll like bring out truths that people have been purposely blinding themselves from with this Eight of Swords. And it's definitely nothing to worry about.
yeah,
So and if
it's
there is, and this goes, okay, in the first reading I did with Danielle, I got that King of Swords, and that's a media card. Now I get the Magician, and so that's the media again coming up. They might try to play something off as it, as it really did happen, but it's not going to be real. So, all right, everybody relax.
yeah.
5 May is not going to be a end of the world scenario.
Well, a follow up on that reading is they keep talking about gut punches. And for you, me, and most people that watch you, we know we're kind of watching a movie, a pantomime going on. And the gut punch isn't really for us, it's for everyone else. I mean, if we saw aliens, you'd be like, oh, all right, we're doing the alien thing now. Anything happens, we're not going to be shocked. It's going to take a lot to even shock us. Or most of the time, we automatically we might be shocked initially, but then start looking for the seams in the face. We'll start looking for the man behind the curtain immediately. Even if it was real, we'd start checking. So how many more of these try to wake up calls are they going to do before they give up? Because there's like, people aren't just going to wake up. I mean, we all know people that they're not going to change their mind. Literally, the sky could open up, and a guy in a white robe floating on a cloud can come down, and it won't register to them. Like, they're not getting it. So, I mean, how many more is it going to take before it's time to call it?
So how far are we in this process? Okay. I think I'm going to use a pyramid spread for this. Something a little bit different. Excuse me. Okay, so this is a pyramid spread I'm going to do here. This is the recent past, the present, the near future, unknown things. There's still much we don't know, looks like. And then some clarification. And then the outcome. Wow, the tower comes up as the outcome. Oh. Okay, so in the recent past, okay, let me get the question is, how many more of these gut punches? So a lot of people have been questioning their faith in the past. Present is every time one of these so-called markers happens, those of us in the truth community, we celebrate them, you know, and then so in the near future, we still have some surprises coming, but I think they're benevolent surprises. They're not going to be gut punches. With the near future, with the Page of Cups, so still something surprising in the near future is going to be something surprising. Then the hidden influence is something we don't know about. It's not, the universe isn't willing to tell us. This Four of Swords, it's being kept hidden. This card is hidden influences, and whatever is that the surprise is being kept hidden. But it's going to really affect people in the gut, okay, or in the heart, that they've been lied to. So people are going to, I really feel like something's going to happen in the news that's really going to make people start to, and I'm talking about the normies now, they're going to start to realize that their government, their media, all their institutions have been lying to them. They've been betrayed. That's what this Three of Swords is. And then more truth is going to come out. People are going to start coming over to our side. Something big is coming out in the media, I think. And then the outcome is going to be this. This is the big gut punch that I think we're all waiting for. And by big gut punch, I mean seen in the news, for example, rockets being launched.
Yeah.
You know,
or that 3 days of
10
days of darkness, or
yeah, or what was you remember Team America? It's going to be like 9/11 times 1,000. Okay,
they already
and
said that with the January 6th thing. So.
With the what?
The January 6th thing. That's what everyone's saying. That was worse than 9/11 and everything else, and Pearl Harbor combined.
No. I'm so we still have, I don't, in my opinion, we really haven't even had the gut punch yet. I mean, if you're still sitting on your sofa eating popcorn and watching movies, and then you haven't felt a gut punch yet. So I believe, it's just my own personal opinion, that the human race has to go through a very dark night of the soul before where's my cursor?
Even us.
Yeah, but
before we get out of this thing.
It kind of makes me sad that, it makes me sad that it sounds like they're just trying new things to see if they can get people to react and wake up, and that's why there's no definite number. Because
you mean the white hats?
Yeah, the white hats, because unfortunately it always seems like the only way to wake people up isn't about the terrible things that are going on. It has to affect their wallet. And as soon as it affects their money,
right,
that's when people
comfort is what I've always said. As long as people are comfortable, then they have no reason to. So going back, I want to analyze this a little more here. So we have this realization that they've been lied to and betrayed, and then actually starting to look at the truth that's been coming out. Oh, okay. Now so this, whatever this is, that's starting to wake up masses of people. That's when the dark cult is going to pull out their very last, whatever it is they have.
Yeah.
And they've got something up their sleeves, man. They have to have something.
Yeah.
It may not be real, but they're gonna show it like it's real.
Yeah.
So we haven't had Suicide Week yet, right?
Yeah. And we haven't had the Queen, and we haven't had the reevaluation, and there's so many that hasn't happened. So many things that haven't happened.
Well, I'm getting the feeling from this that something so horrendous appears to happen that there's going to be people jumping out of high story,
Yeah,
skyscrapers, and
yeah,
just throwing themselves to the rocks. Just so
yeah.
this is still yet to come.
Can you do a clarification? Is that what it's called? Of you think it'll be money related? Because when you say people jumping out of buildings, that was like Black Friday when the stock market crashed. People were jumping out of buildings because their whole life was gone, financial life.
Right. Um, let's see. No, it's see swords again. This is information. This is I think it's going to be fake information. I believe it's because from the readings I did before with the magician and the media, it's going to be something in the media that's going to freak people out so much that they're going to be running for the hills, maybe even offing themselves, or just like some really wild shit is yet to come. They're going to be tested. People are going to be tested, and most people walking around
People,
today
yeah,
aren't even real. Most people aren't even people anyway. I hate
yeah.
this. Somebody,
Oh,
I this did. Did you see that guy a while back who said that there are only 100,000 real human beings on Earth, and everybody else was just clones or automatons or NPCs?
yeah, I've heard of that, and I've done a lot of gaming. So when you say NPC, it clicks because there seem to be people that are so easily programmed it doesn't make any sense. They just do what they're told. And
You just think about the multitudes of people out there who just like zombies walking through this life with no real sense. They're not real people. They're once we make this transition into a real reality, they're just going to disappear. Maybe that's what, like, the rapture, so I don't know.
yeah, who knows? But when you say that, I think of probably everyone's seen the video of the instant side effects from getting you know the jab, and you see people waiting in line, and the person in front is like having a convulsion, and they're just it's not like you would think it'd be like what, and you just turn and like book it, but
No,
it's like
nope.
how.
They're like, oh, good. There's one less person in front of me now. I can get mine next.
Yeah,
I
like
know.
it's literally like you go to a slaughterhouse with the cows, they're lined up, and they don't, every once in a while you get one that freaks out and realizes what's going on, but most of them, they just, all right, I'm in
Yeah.
line, time to go, move forward. It's crazy.